Fuck that. Let's just do that. Hey, everybody. Good to see you again tonight. This is the third night of getting meditation out there, sending positive energy and love, and clearing emotions from folks that might need that in order to really feel and be like embody love and to feel that they need to, fulfill their lives. Because I know when I did emotion code and did the emotion clearing, uh, a lot of different things happened. Actually, I stopped vaping. I got a better relationship with my wife. Uh, Things started to click a little bit more in my work. And, yeah, things started to click better with my wife too. I'll just put it that way. So, yeah, tonight I'm going to be doing emotion code with my wife. She's actually in the other room. I can do it remotely. You can be on the other side of the world. You can be on the other side of the house. It works just the same. So it's the same structure. It's the same kind of sequence that I do. So first, let's just do a nice meditation. Close your eyes if you're able to. Nice deep breath in and hold. And exhale slowly, gracefully, relaxing deeper into your chair. Nice deep breath in and hold and release. Nice and slow. Hi, Michaela. Good to see you. We're just doing a nice deep breath right now. I'm gonna guide you through a meditation that I find to be very effective in getting me to a place of regulated, of coherence, um, of just peace and calm and love. So if you're at a space where you can close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in one more time. Hold and a nice slow exhale, sinking deeper into wherever you're sitting or lying down. And now we can go from our head to our toes, relaxing each part of us. So start with the forehead and breathe at your own pace. Next, go to your jaw muscles. Relax those as much as you can. There's no rush right now. Now go to your throat. Notice if there's any tension in your throat. You can open it and see where it relaxes. Nice deep breath in. Hold. And let it go. Nice and slowly sinking deeper into your chair or bed. Next, go to your shoulders. We hold a lot of tension in between our neck and our shoulders, our chest, our upper back. If there's any tightness or tension, just really focus on releasing that. And now focus all your attention on the heart. This part of us is our life force. It pumps life into us and it beats like a drum for others to feel the frequencies that we resonate. So right now, just acknowledge your heart, express gratitude for your heart. It's been with you since birth. It's one of the first organs that, if not the first organ that came in our bodies, in our lives. You might feel warmth, maybe expansiveness. Maybe there's a light that is emanating from your heart. Just take note of that. Just be with the heart and that light. Uh, And now we're going to do a body scan from head to toe, feeling anything that could be out of order, could be feeling tense, it could be feeling, oh, just knotted up somehow. That's okay. It's there out of love. It's there to send you a message that it might be something isn't aligning with your values at this time. It could be, hey, I just want you to know something about a part of your life that you really care about. And if you focus on that pain, if you focus on the tension, the constricting energy, you might find that it opens up just by focusing your attention, and it might actually move to a different spot, maybe close by, maybe at a different part of your body, to just be focused on that tension. And if it moves, just move with it. Open your heart to any message that is coming to you. Could be an aha moment for you right now on this beautiful Saturday night. At least where I'm at in California. So I'll be open to receive that message and breathe into that message. And take another deep breath in and release. Hi, Michaela. Thank you for joining. We're doing a healing meditation right now where we can actually use our own body's attention as a superpower to send different parts of our body love and healing, which are synonymous, and just overall an open nature to that part of us. And if you do feel pain, if you do feel mental anguish or emotional, oh, just something's maybe kept in you and you don't know how to release it, I do emotion clearing. And so let me know if that is something that you're interested in by typing whatever you want in the chat. Right now, I'm going to do a demo of how I clear emotions. It's a modality called emotion code. If you want to go do kind of follow along with me, you can look up emotion code chart and follow along. But right now, I'm going to be working on my wife, who is in the other room. And all right, hey everybody. Suzanne, Susie, oh my gosh, Myra. I'm going to be doing emotion code healing. It only takes about, no, 15 to 20 minutes for the clearing to happen. And I know not only clear the emotion, I also instill another emotion that can be more beneficial to that this person currently, who needs that um, emotion in their life. It could be for work, it could be for relationships, it could be for their purpose in life, family, friends, whatever that comes to mind to you. So right now, I'm going to ask. So it's a very spiritual practice. That's why I have these stars around me. If you're on TikTok, I have stars around me, and it's a very connecting modality of healing. So I get to pray. I get to talk to my counsel, my spiritual counsel, and ask, hi, spiritual counsel, God, I am asking for the wisdom and intuition needed to heal my wife. And right now, I'd really like your the any help that I need to have a very successful and effective healing for my loved one. Thank you. Amen. Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask, can I do emotion code to release emotions? Yes. Am I grounded enough? Okay, by the way, this is yes, because I'm strong. My muscles are strong. And then this is no. So weak means no, and strong means yes or true. So, okay, should I work on Myra to clear emotions? Yes. Okay, am I hydrated enough? Yes. Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the healing phase of this. So right now, I get to ask, is the emotion in column A? No. Is the emotion in an odd numbered row? Yes. The emotion is in row one. Okay. The emotion is effort unreceived. No, effort is heartache. Okay. The emotion is heartache. And so I'm going to do 3 swipes to clear the emotion that we targeted. That's ready for healing. That's ready to be cleared. That's 3 swipes. And now we're going to instill something other than heartache. So the opposite of heartache is love, is being full of love and life and vigor. So right now we're going to, and Myra, imagine that love, whatever light that is, life is coming into you, and wholeness and like heart mending, I would say, is the opposite also of heartache, where your heart feels whole, your heart feels loved, and your heart feels integrated. So imagine what you need to imagine to have that feeling come in with you at this time. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to imagine you smiling. Okay. I can release another trapped emotion at this time. Yes. Okay. The trapped emotion is in column A. Yes. The trapped emotion is an odd numbered row. Yes. The trapped emotion is in row one. Yes. The trapped emotion is abandonment. Okay. Trapped emotion is abandonment. The trapped emotion is inherited. No. So I'm going to do 3 swipes. One, two, three, abandonment. And now, whatever that looks like to you, whatever that color looks like to you, imagine it just dissipating, dissolving, and going back to source. Source will take care of it. Your higher power will take care of it. Now, we have four different emotions that we can instill, and that is cherished, feeling precious, feeling upheld, and feeling cared for. So I'm going to ask your angel council, what is the best for your life right now, for this time in your life, the best emotion for us to instill in? So I'm going to ask it, cherished? Is it feeling cherished? No. Is it feeling precious? Precious. I'm gonna ask upheld? No. Cared for? No. Precious. That is Myra for sure. Okay, precious. So we're gonna instill precious. So whatever you imagine precious being, I feel like that's like a princess, like being on a throne. The red carpet is out. It might be something different for you. Feel free to type in what you feel like that is for you, but I can see that being something that is precious and being cared for that way, right? Catered to that way. So next, we're gonna ask if it's okay to release more. It's okay to release more. You're welcome, Myra. It's okay to release more emotions. Yes. Okay. So the emotion is in column A. Ooh, the emotion. Yes. Okay. It's in column A. The emotion is in an odd numbered row. No. Uh, row two. Not getting one. Okay. Row four, six, row six, not six either. Okay, the emotion is inherited. Yes. Okay, so this particular emotion is inherited. So that means we're going to clear it and cleanse it by swiping 10 swipes from the forehead to the neck. And this is something that Myra was born with. So one of her either mom or dad was had this inherited possibly from them. So we'll kind of find that out. So this inherited emotion is in column A. Yes, this emotion is in an odd numbered row. Cool. We're one. We're one. Okay. Is it abandonment? Again, I get abandonment. I'm gonna go with more betrayal, forlorn, lost, abandonment. Okay, so there's a layer that we got off last time. There's another layer that we can also release. And then again, instill, maybe there's another more, loving emotion that we can instill in. So 10 swipes, release and abandonment, release and abandonment, release and abandonment, release and abandonment, release and abandonment. You'll see why my hat is on because my hair is a mess today. I had a full day today. So yeah, I had to keep the cap on, but it doesn't matter because I have to clear anyways. So now that that is clear, you can imagine too, Myra, this feeling of abandonment releasing, and that feeling could be, gosh, there's no one around me. Gosh, it's black. Uh, and maybe that color that is dissipating and dissolving in what we just cleansed and cleared, imagine that coming off and going back to source. Okay. So now we're going to instill a more loving emotion. And so right now I'm going to ask your counsel, okay, it's the emotion that's most beneficial for you now. Is it feeling cherished? No. Is it precious? No. Is it upheld? No. Is it cared for? Okay, precious, upheld, cared for. Okay, cared for. All right. So now imagine what you need to imagine for cared for. And for instilling it, I'm just sending cared for vibes. So, and my impression of feeling cared for might be different from you, and that's awesome because we're going to be doubling it. So, that energy of feeling cared for, I'm sending it over to you with light, cared for. That's what it is. Okay. Now, next I'm going to ask if there's more emotions to clear. There are more emotions to clear. We can do it through question or statement. Okay, that's a yes. So the emotion is in column A. That's a yes. That's a good yes. Okay. The emotion is in an odd numbered row. No. Row two, row four, row two, row four, six, two. Okay. The emotion is anxiety, despair, anxiety. Okay. Okay. It's anxiety. Now we're going to clear it. And again, Myra, whatever you feel like anxiety is, I mean, to me, it's trembling. To me, it's not in my chest or not in my throat. I just want you to send love to whatever body part that may have hit with anxiety and send love, send light, send vigor and energy. Good. Breathe into that. And now through your exhale, it's releasing from you. So anxiety has a color, it has maybe an object or a texture. To me, it's kind of like a red blackish kind of color, anxiety, and it's just coming out. And I'm going to swipe 3 times so we can clear it. One, two, three, and picture your happy, smiling face out from under it. Okay. So now I'm going to ask again, are there more emotions to release? So are there more emotions to release? And can we release them at this time? You have to be very specific. Okay. I'm going to get some water. Um, and let's begin. The trapped emotion is in column A. The trapped emotion is, that's a yes. The trapped emotion is in an odd number row, not an odd. So the trapped emotion is in row two. Cool. Row two. The trapped emotion is anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, despair. Okay. Nervousness, worry, nervousness, nervousness. Okay. So let's try it one more time. Nervousness. Yeah, that's pretty strong. All right. Okay. So now we're going to release nervousness. Is this an inherited emotion? No. All right. So now I'm going to do 3 swipes for nervousness, releasing nervousness. And again, you're just imagining how's your breathing out, nervousness dissipating, dissolving, and clearing, going back to source, going back to your higher power. Your higher power knows what to do with it. And now we're going to instill a loving emotion. And for nervousness, that's feeling calm, that's feeling relaxed, that could be feeling confident, peaceful, and serene. I love these words. Those are beautiful. So I'm going to ask one by one, which one is most beneficial for you at this point in your life? Is it calm? That was a quick guess. Relaxed? No. Confident? Oh, calm and confident. They were calm? Okay. Confident. Hey, let's do both. Okay, we're gonna instill calm, confidence. Calm, confidence. So whatever, maybe there's a mannerism that comes to mind that you want to hold. There's certain finger gestures called mudras that kind of can give us certain feelings and do certain things for us. So maybe there's a mudra or a finger gesture that comes with calm. For me, it's just this with my hands, just calm, nice and drooping shoulders, nice and relaxed. Confidence is like, I know what I'm doing. I got this. I have this. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I need to do. I got this. Okay. So calm, confidence, and breathe into this. Good. And now we're going to ask our counsel, hey, is this, can we release more emotions? Okay. You can't release more emotions. That's it. Cool. So now I'd like to also give you a Angel card reading. So just think about if there's any counsel that you need on life, on relationships, me, I guess, or any other people that you're connected with, right? Friends, family. Also, if there's, anything that's coming up for you that you just need some clarity on, you just need some help, just some guidance. I love pulling angel cards because every single time it just makes me feel so much better about where I'm at and then the next thing that's going to happen, right? The kind of a future guidance as well as to like what my focus should be on, what my priority should be. So, Myra, is there something that you want more clarity on, some counsel on? That's what these beautiful angel cards are here for. Hey, Estrella, thank you very much for the like. Yeah, we have angel cards and Michaela and Estrella, thank you very much for watching. Michaela, you've been here for a while now. I really appreciate your time, and this is amazing that we get to do this on a Saturday night where we're just connecting here virtually. If you don't mind, just bopping my nose a couple times and letting people know, hey, this might, okay, great. This might be something that you might be interested in, and that way I can give the healing and give loving energy to others. Okay, you have your question. Great. Hold that question in mind, and I'm going to ask you what number comes to mind from 1 to 20? 1 to 20, give me a number. Michaela, you're next. Okay, I'm going to give you an angel card reading next. And if you want emotion code, feel free to type in yes or whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, the number is 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to be the first one to see this, and it is, well, that's the right way. Intuition and downloads. Intuition and downloads, everybody. It's a beautiful card. I'm going to read the message now, and that is hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. When you draw this card, your angels want you to know that the feelings you are having and the intuitive urges that you have been feeling are divinely inspired. If you feel that you've been having psychic insights into a particular situation and have been wondering if you can trust them, this card is reassuring you that they are indeed correct. This is a time when you are able to see, hear, and feel the human senses. Your intuition is becoming stronger, and you are in touch with angels, guides, and other divine beings who are encouraging your growth and connection to the universe. Extended message. You are a light worker. Yes, you are. This means that you have the capacity to bring light to the earth through your presence and purpose. Even though you may feel sensitive and overwhelmed, know that your gifts are stronger now and your psychic muscles are moving. You are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. You may want to use what you pick up to plan ahead. If so, it's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. Be aware of signs and symbols showing up at this time. Your angels are sending you important messages that will help you move forward in your life. Call upon them to help you connect deeply with the spiritual vision that is opening up within you. Love it. All right, that is the angel card reading for Myra Anaya, Miss Anaya, everybody. So yeah, hey, what'd you think about that? Pretty cool, huh? Love those. I get so much cool insights from them whenever I do that. Oh my gosh, Facebook. Yeah, I don't know who is watching. That is so funny. Viewer. Huh. Thank you. Right on. Yeah. You got it, baby. You got it, sweet toots. Well, I don't know who's on. Huh. Bobby Lee. Yay, welcome. All right. Well, if there's not anything happening, that is the demo for emotion code and emotion clearing. So, sassafras, how you doing? How's your week? How's your Saturday happening? How's the weekend? You doing all right? All right, here we go. Bye, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye. Hey, what's going on? I love hot moms. Nice. I love it. How you doing? Do you need any help with physical pain or any emotional healing or mental anguish? Um, yeah, I really appreciate all the likes. Hey, and if you have any parenting questions, I'm here for that as well. Yes, I'm loving all the likes. Thank you very much. Yay! I feel like you're a cool little God fairy or something, just like toot, 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 putting some magic in my life here. Thank you very much. Again, if you have any physical pain, some mental struggles, I do meditations. I also send kind of like energy clearing. Um, oh gosh, yeah, I get clear energy as well through what's called emotion code. Not really that well known, and it's still effective. I connect with you and target exactly what emotion that is ailing you at this time. So again, it could be a physical pain, it could be mental pain, something happened at work, something happened with a relationship, heaven forbid, you have a loss in your life, anything of that nature. I can help with. I'm here on a beautiful Saturday evening, at least here in California. Where are you at? What time is it over there? Um, I've been dealing with a loss. Aw. So can I do an a either emotion code, like emotion cleansing, or I can do a a meditation for you. Which would you prefer, one or two? One being emotion clearing and two being meditation. I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What kind of loss is it, if you don't mind me asking? One. Cool. That was emotion clearing. Got it. So with your intention of the loss, oh man, my heart goes out to you. Grandparents can be very special people, definitely. So whatever you need to do, feel like you need to do it, then now is a good time. So we're going to do emotion clearing for this intention that you have, okay? And um first, we need to ground. So if you wouldn't mind just taking a nice deep breath in, hold, and on the exhale, just rest as much as you can. Sink deeper into where you're sitting or where you're laying down. And take another deep breath in, hold, and exhale. Again, just relaxing shoulders, relaxing arms, relaxing your chest. And now I need to connect to your to you, to your subconscious. This is how this works. If you're familiar with energy healing, it's very similar to it. And so I'm going to do my best to connect to you. I do need a name. I know this might be private for you. I get it. It's going to be a much more accurate way to connect. So it could be a nickname, but give me a name so I can connect and we can connect with one another. My name is Jared. So just so you know my name, Jared, from good old California. Hey Brian, how's it going, Paul? We're just doing some emotion clearing. We have I love hot moms here, and he or she is has a loss. Braxton, thank you very much, Braxton. Appreciate it. She has a loss in her life, and so what I'm going to be doing, it's called emotion code, and we're going to do an emotion clearing for her at this time. There might be different emotions that come up for you, Braxton. So for in this process. So what this is we're clearing emotions. I think of it as like a layer, and as we release the emotions, we get closer and closer to our core self, closer and closer to our authentic being of who we want to be, who we were meant to be, why we were here, what we need to do. So now I'm going to make sure that we can do it. So can I release trapped emotions from Braxton at this time? Yes. Okay, so yes means this. This is a yes, and this is a no. Again, strong means yes, and weak means no. Okay. And I'm not pushing one or the other. It's called muscle testing. Feel free to look it up. And this muscle testing allows me to point to the direction of where this trapped emotion is. Very fascinating stuff. That's why I'm on TikTok sharing it with you all. Took a lot of courage for me to do this. So I really appreciate you all being here with me. And I love doing. I myself have found so much healing from it, and I'm glad to give this to anyone who's interested. So, okay, am I hydrated enough? No. Am I grounded enough? Yes, we just did a nice grounding exercise. Okay, is the trapped emotion in column A? Yes. And is the trapped emotion in an odd numbered row? You know, just so y'all know what I'm doing right here, I'm going off of a chart. Okay. I'm gonna bring the chart up with this. Hmm. Oh, I don't know how to do that on this one. Oh no. Okay. Well, there's a chart of you can look up like emotion code chart. There's a chart of about 60 different emotions, and I'm just going through each one to pinpoint the emotion. Okay, Braxton, just so you know what this is all about. Okay, so we're in column A. We're on the left-hand column. Is it in an odd numbered row? Yes. Is it row one? Is it row three? Is it row one? No. Okay, three, three. The trapped emotion crying. Is the trapped emotion crying? Yeah. Okay. Is the trapped emotion inherited? No. Okay. So makes sense. Let's go ahead and release the trapped emotion. One, two, three. So Braxton, I want you to think about that word crying and that emotion that comes with it. For me, it used to be really difficult for me to cry, but whenever we have a loss in our lives, it's natural and our body wants us to do that. Okay. So I just want to give you grace. I want to let you know that it's so beneficial to get that space out, that the crying lets go of a lot of that tension, of a lot of that emotion. I just want to know, let you know I'm here, okay? And I want to let you know that when there is a loss, that it's so beneficial for you and others around you to do what your body wants you to do. Okay, so we're going to release crying, and I'm going to ask what we need to instill, what we can instill that's more loving emotion, that's more mm, beneficial, because crying is also loving, but more beneficial to you at this time. So just four different choices. It could be rejoicing, laughing, exulting, or cheering. Okay. You might not feel like doing any of this right now because of your loss, and that's okay. When time is right and you're ready for it, this is when this emotion can come out. Okay, so I'm going to ask what works best for you at this time. So is it rejoicing? No. Laughing? No. Exulting? No. Cheering? Cheering's coming up. Not sure. Cheering is there. So I'm going, think of cheering and what that means so you can instill that in you when the time is right. Okay. So I'm going to keep going. We're going to clear more emotions. The emotion is in column A. That's a yes. The emotion is in an odd numbered row. Yes. The emotion is in row one. Yes. Hold on. Emotion is in row one. No. Okay. Emotion is in row three, five, five. The emotion is blaming, dread. No, emotion is blaming. Fear, horror, peeved. Hmm. I'm not getting a clear one here, but the emotion is, let's try it one more time. Blaming, no, dread, dread, dread is coming out. Okay. So now I'm going to clear dread. That's three swipes. One, two, and three. And imagine that color of dread. It could be, to me, it's like a dark black dread. It could be like a oozy texture to it. That's what dread feels like to me when I say it. It's dissipating off of you. It's dissolving out from you, and it's going back to your higher power. It's going back to the source, Mother, Father, Earth. And so now we can instill something else. And feel free to give me any sort of reaction or response, even if it's confusion. Braxton, I'm open for anything in the chat right now. And so we can instill in excited. There's four: excited, enthused, fearless, or anticipating. So I'm going to ask what's okay right now to instill. And that is it excited? Excited? Enthused? Fearless? Anticipating? Okay, maybe that's a little too early right now. Okay, and that's okay. But at least we're clearing these emotions. So let's just clear the emotions right now. Can I release more trapped emotions? Braxton. Yes. There's a trapped emotion in column A. Okay. Trapped emotions in column A. There's a trapped emotion in an odd numbered row. The trapped emotion is in an odd numbered row. Is it in row one? Okay. Row three. Row three. Okay. The trapped emotion is crying. Let's check that again. No. Discouragement. Just rejection. Sadness. Sorrow. Sadness. Sorrow. Sorrow. Okay. Ooh, that's like deep sadness. Sorrow. So right now, we're going to clear sorrow. I'm going to ask, is this inherited? Yes. So when it's inherited, I might need more information. Do I need more information? No. Do I need more information? No. Okay. So it is inherited. So I'm going to swipe 10 times. And while I'm swiping, sorrow, when I say sorrow, think of the tension that's coming in your body. It could be up here, could be in a leg, it could be in a limb. But when I say sorrow, think of what body part is maybe tightening or giving you a change in feeling. And what I want you to do is attend to that sorrow part of you, okay? Sorrow. And when you attend to it, just think of and imagining love and light going into that part that is sorrow. Okay. Again, I'm going to say it one more time, and I want you to just continue to pour love and light into that part, wherever it may be. Okay. Sorrow, releasing, releasing sorrow. 6, doing it 10 times. 8. Okay, Braxton. Take a nice deep breath in and out if you haven't done so already, but keep breathing as we're doing this. I hope you're still feeling nice and relaxed. And if there's any response that you can give me at this time, just so I know if I'm, how things are going on your end, or maybe even where that part of sorrow in your body was. I'm just curious. You don't have to. I'm going to continue to move on and keep my eyes on the chat. It's okay to release more emotions at this time. Okay, yes. The trapped emotion is in column A. The trapped emotion is in an odd numbered row. No, okay, the trapped emotion is in row 2, 4, 6, 6. The trapped emotion is humiliation, jealousy, longing, um, longing, no, lust, overwhelm. Okay. This trapped emotion is inherited. Yes. All right, we're gonna try one more time. Trapped emotion is in column A. Yeah. Okay. Trapped emotion is in an odd numbered row. Uh, row 2, 4, 6. Okay, so this is an inherited emotion. We're going back to row 6, column A. The trapped emotion is humiliation, jealousy, jealousy. Okay. Trapped emotion is jealousy. Okay. And it's inherited. Okay. I feel almost guilty for not feeling super sad. So there's maybe some grief that I don't know. What are your thoughts on crying on sad, or what are your thoughts on your grandparents? I guess first of all, too. I mean, we did just release grief and oh, not grief. Sorry. What did we release? Sorrow, I think, was one of them, and oh. I always forget the emotions because once you release them, there's no really no point. They're gone. Um, yeah, it's interesting. You feel guilty then for not feeling super sad. Okay. Well, we did release those kind of sad emotions, right? So, um, yeah, if there's any more, I'd love to get, oh, good. We had a good relationship. Just didn't get to see her as much as I wanted. Ah, gotcha. Oh, man. This is kind of cut. The time's short, huh? Yeah. Well, I'm dealing with the loss, and clearing the emotions that come with that. Just didn't get to see her as much as I wanted. So it sounds like you have an emotion of longing or of maybe I don't know, sense some regret that you didn't see her as much as you could have. Yeah, and death is different for everybody, right? Everybody has their own kind of acceptance of the inevitable. Some people find it really tough to move on, and you know, the stereotypical question, the cliche question is, what do you think they would want, right? In this case, what do you think your grandparent would want for you to, you know, still think about her or him, still think about your grandparent, and then also live your life fully, right? So I think everybody's kind of has a different mindset on death, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this interaction too is, that relationship that you had with her. Maybe you get a sense of from her and you know her well enough that she wants you to live your life fully and, maybe not worry about her or about, you know, grieving for her or something along those lines. And you understand that. I don't know. These are just thoughts that are kind of coming to me from kind of my own experience, and I guess a little bit of my counsel, my subconscious is coming out. Yeah. What do you think, Braxton? I can continue to release some. Hi, Misty Moon 333. I love those numbers. Okay, so here is okay. I can release more emotions from Braxton right now. Yes. Hey, Isaac, how you doing, man? We're doing some emotion clearing. If you have any physical pain, any mental anguish, any emotional annoyances, let's just call them, that keep coming up, this is the live to go to because I really love healing others and giving them emotion code healing is what it's called, emotion code. Hey, Crosby and user 830. Hello, hello. Good to see you this Saturday afternoon. I'm in California. Okay, so I can release more emotions from Braxton here, and I want to let's hear let's hear ask. Emotion is in column A. Emotion is in column A. No, the motion is in an odd numbered row. Okay, the emotion is in row two. The emotion is failure. No, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control. Lack of control. Okay. This, sorry. This emotion is inherited. No. Okay. So lack of control. One, two, and three. And Braxton, feel free to give me your response here. But when it comes to lack of control and instilling something different, that's the opposite of lack of control. I want you to just imagine what that would look like. And everybody has a different feeling of lack of control. And what the opposite of that was is feeling in control, right? Feeling power, feeling like you have that power, feeling like you have control. And it could be a gesture, it could be an image that comes up. I invite you to close your eyes. That's usually the best way to connect to, oh, just like emotion clearing and then also emotion instilling is what I call it. And so, like, what does that look like to you? I just want you to close your eyes and imagine feeling in control. For me, it's like my feet are on the ground. I'm stable. I'm almost in like in that stance, almost like a surfer stance. Like, yes, I'm stable. I'm in control. I got this. So I'm gonna continue to clear emotions for you, Braxton. It's okay to release more emotions. It's okay to release more emotions. Okay, no. And that leads me to angel card reading. So I'm gonna give you an angel card reading to kind of close this out. Angel cards have given me so much guidance. Oh my gosh, Braxton, like this has been such a big force in my life. Guidance on future things. So right now, I just want you to have an intention or a question that you want to ask your angels and your spiritual council. This could be for work. It could be for relationships. It could be for, how you'd like to grieve the loss of your life in your life, anything that comes up that is causing, you know, oh, discouragement and just not, it's not clear. Okay, so if you can, please type in a number between 1 and 20, and I'm going to pick that number. Okay, pick that card. I'm going to go through the deck, top of the deck, and pick that card. So when you're ready, just type in any number, your lucky number, or a number that is signifies your grandma, really. Hey, Chris 20. Are you kidding me? Hey, Brian Matthews. How you doing, man? You have any physical pain or mental anguish that can help you clear out? There's also emotion clearing. I, I could do either a meditation or it's called emotion code healing. Any of those sound good? Let me know if you have any physical pain, any mental anguish. Brian Matthews. Do you want a meditation or do you want emotion code healing? Hey Norman, how you doing, Norman? Feel free to type in the chat if you've got anything that you'd like to heal at this time. I'm gonna get some water. Hmm. Brian Matthews, Lyra, Boutique. How you doing? Is there any physical pain or emotional anguish that you're having right now? This is tough. What's up, David? How you doing, brother? Let me know if there's anything, any physical pain or mental anguish you're having at this time. I'd love to help you. Just type it in the chat. What's going on with you? And I can do my best to help you with energy healing and through emotion code healing. It's really amazing stuff. And tonight, this is the third night of getting meditation out there, of sending positive energy and love and clearing emotions from folks that might need that in order to really feel and be and like embody love and feel that they need to, fulfill their lives. Because I know when I did emotion code, I did the emotion clearing.
A lot of different things happened. Actually, I stopped vaping. I got a better relationship with my wife. Um, Things started to click a little bit more in my work, and yeah, things started to click better with my wife too. I'll just put it that way. So yeah, tonight I'm going to be doing emotion code with my wife. She's actually in the other room. I can do it remotely. You can be on the other side of the world. You can be on the other side of the house. It works just the same. So it's the same.
Hmm. Don't have to, man.
What meditation practices can you use to facilitate a transformation for your listener? Hello, meditation creator Sophia here. In this lesson, I'm going to break down 9 of some of the most popular meditation practices and explain how to pick the best practice for your meditation. If you plan on using your modality in your script or already have an idea of what meditation practice you would like to use, I would still recommend watching this video to learn more about the different meditation techniques available. I'm pretty confident that you'll learn something new. In a previous lesson, you learned about the 3-part meditation structure. The core of that structure is the transformation catalysts. It's the practice that actually facilitates the shift you are trying to help your target market achieve. Thankfully, meditation is a very powerful tool for facilitating inner and external transformation. Meditation is a broad term that encompasses many different techniques and practices. I'm going to share with you 9 of the most popular meditation techniques that are accessible for you to use in your meditation as a transformation catalyst, even if you've never written or led a meditation before using them. As I go through each meditation practice, I recommend you reflect on what would be the best tool to facilitate a solution to your listener's problem. The first meditation practice is guided visualization. In this practice, the listener is prompted to place a mental image as their object of focus. This practice involves imagining a scene vividly and using all 5 senses to add as much detail as possible. Visualization is an extremely powerful practice that you will find present in most guided meditations out there today. If you're brand new to meditation or never led one before this, it's a great practice to start with. It works by focusing the mind on creating a detailed mental picture. Scientific studies show we can't really tell the difference between images in the mind and what is perceived in external reality. So by creating mental pictures, we can internally influence the state of the body, the thoughts, and emotions, just like external reality influences them as well. Externally, by focusing the mind constantly on certain visualizations, they can begin to appear in our everyday lives. This is manifesting through visualization, which you've likely heard of. Visualization is an amazing practice that can address a huge variety of internal and external problems. One could guide someone with a fear of public speaking through a visualization that takes them through that experience and helps them process their emotions, for example, or one could guide someone to imagine their body healing after a surgery. The possibilities are truly endless, and so is the power of the mind. The second meditation practice is affirmation. In this practice, the listener is invited to focus on repeating a
Bejeezus.
positive, usually short, statement in the mind or out loud. Affirmations are positive, personal, specific, brief, and in the present tense. The common intention behind affirmation is to register the positive thought or program into the subconscious mind in order to influence the listener's internal environment, like surrounding thoughts, negative beliefs, emotions, spiritual awareness, and stress, to name a few. Affirmation can also eventually influence the external environment based on the concept of thoughts becoming reality. Affirmation is an extremely powerful tool for solving a large range of internal and external problems. The limit of what affirmation can influence is the same limit of what our thoughts can have an influence on, which is quite a lot. The practice of affirmation is also a wonderful beginning practice to incorporate into your meditation and is commonly used as a supplement to visualization and other practices. The third meditation practice is the body scan. This practice guides the listener to slowly move their awareness through their body, often starting at the top of their head and into their feet. It can include just awareness or also tensing and releasing the muscles. It's often used to synchronize the body and mind and anchor the listener into their body. It's also often an introductory relaxation technique to many meditation practices, but it is powerful on its own as well. This practice has mostly internal benefits like grounding, body awareness, moving out of the mind, synchronizing the mind and body, improved sleep, and more. If the problem you're trying to solve can be addressed by moving the listener deeper into the body, this is a powerful practice and very beginner-friendly as well. The fourth meditation practice is focused attention. In this practice, the listener is invited to focus their full awareness on a specific internal or external object. For example, an internal object would be the breath, and an external object would be a candle flame. The benefits of this practice are going to be mostly internal. It's fantastic for improving concentration, calming the thoughts, reducing stress, and cultivating presence. It's particularly helpful for developing spiritual awareness, especially if the object of focus is of a spiritual nature, like a deity, the third eye, or a yantra, for example. This practice does require a bit of effort from the listener, as most find it difficult to keep concentration focused for extended periods of time. The fifth meditation practice is called noting. This practice invites the listener to note or become aware of what's distracting the mind, or what emotions or thoughts are present. Noting allows the meditators to detach themselves from believing they are a thought or emotion by noting or becoming aware of it. When the thought is identified as a thought, the meditator gets identified further with their awareness or true nature rather than the thought itself. This practice would look like guiding someone through the process of paying attention to what thoughts or emotions are present in the mind, identifying them, and letting them go. Noting is particularly helpful for resting a busy mind, detaching from destructive thoughts, managing impulsive decisions, managing pain, regulating emotion, cultivating spiritual awareness, and other internal problems. The sixth meditation practice is loving kindness. This practice prompts the listener to focus on the image of someone else, a group of people, themselves, the planet, or any other being. Then they are guided to direct positive energy and goodwill to themselves first, and then to whoever the mind is focused on. The listener can also be prompted to open up to receive love and abundance in return. This practice is used to strengthen feelings of compassion, kindness, and acceptance towards oneself and others. It's fantastic for internal issues of the heart, like anger, resentment, trouble receiving, confidence, worthiness, and more. It can also be used to send healing energy to others, possibly having external manifestations. If your problem involves issues of the heart, this is a fantastic practice. The seventh practice is skillful compassion. This practice is very similar to loving kindness, but instead of sending energy out after focusing on a person, the listener is prompted to pay attention to and process the sensations or emotions that arise in the heart when focusing on a specific person. This practice could look like focusing on someone you are in conflict with and exploring any resentment, then working on cultivating forgiveness, or it could look like focusing on an image of the divine and developing deeper devotion. These are just a few examples. This practice is great for matters of the heart, emotional awareness, developing compassion, and generating greater sensitivity. The eighth practice is resting awareness. This practice involves sitting and identifying with awareness and letting any thoughts, emotions, sensations drift away, then letting the mind truly rest. Different to noting meditation, this meditation does not concentrate on noting thoughts or emotions, but puts the focus on awareness itself. Resting awareness is a great practice for any problem that is caused by a restless or tired mind. The ninth meditation practice is reflection. In this practice, the listener is prompted with a question like, what are you most grateful for? Then they are assigned the task of observing what sensations, messages, thoughts, images, and emotions arise. This practice can be used to generate personal insight, reflect on fears, insecurities, goals, receive guidance from spirit, and so much more. You are now familiar with 9 of the most popular and accessible meditation practices. So how do you actually pick the best practice for your target market? I recommend, as you review which one of these 9 practices to pick, you ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. Is this practice capable of facilitating the transformation my listener desires? 2. Am I excited about it? And 3. Do I have experience listening to or using this practice myself? Writing a script around a practice that you have experienced before or that you're willing to spend a little time getting to know by practicing it yourself is recommended as well. This is going to not only help you write your script, but also help you step into the shoes of a potential listener on a different level. The amazing thing about meditation practices is that they are mostly cross-compatible with each other. This means that you can incorporate multiple practices into one script to improve your listener's experience. For example, you could write a visualization meditation, but start with a body scan to relax them. I recommend you pick a core meditation practice to center your meditation around, and then if you want to add another practice that you think would be a good fit for your creation, go for it. Hopefully at this point in the video, you have an idea of what meditation practice you are leaning towards. I'll guide you through finalizing your decision in the next video. However, if you need a little more guidance, I've included below this video a document explaining each meditation practice in detail and providing some example meditations. There's also a document with 25 plus annotated meditation scripts for further inspiration when picking your meditation practice. When you're ready to lock in your choice for your transformation catalyst, I'll see you in the next video. Hello meditation creators, Sophia here. In this lesson, I'm going to be walking you through choosing your transformation catalyst, which if you remember is going to be the meditation practice that's going to facilitate the transformation for your listener. So we've already covered the 9 types of meditation practices, the most popular ones that you can use. Even if you've never led a meditation before, these 9 are accessible enough that you can actually go ahead and start writing a script with them. So here in front of me, I have the Ultimate Script worksheet. So this is going to be the tool that you're going to use in this module to write out your script. So you should have already entered your meditation details in this section here. If you remember, you already decided on your meditation name, your differentiation statement, your target market, the problem you're solving, and your dream outcome or QER in section 1. So you're just going to want to copy that over here. And in order to edit this document, you're going to want to go to File, and then make a copy. And this will make a copy into your Google Drive. Once you've made a copy and filled out your meditation details, then we're going to jump into step 2, which is choosing your transformation catalyst. I filled out a demo sheet to guide you through this process, so we're going to jump into that now. Okay, so I'm here in the demo sheet, and if you remember from part 1 research, I decided to create a meditation to help guitar students continue to feel motivated to learn guitar and not quit. So I copied over the meditation details here, the name, the statement, who I'm helping, the dream outcome, etc. And as I copied it over, I actually did make a few changes, and this is totally normal. If you copy something over and you feel new inspiration, you absolutely can shift things and mold things. I changed the name a little bit so it's a little spicier, and I decided that I really focused the dream outcome, which is going to be creating a meditation that's designed to inspire and keep students motivated to practice and start a practice session right after the meditation. So I just fine-tuned my idea and concept a little bit, and highly encourage you to do that as well. So moving down to the transformation catalyst, we know our idea. We know, every word in our script is going to be building towards helping our listener get to this destination. So that's why there's a little star by it. We want this to be top of mind while writing our script. So for
When you are ready to get started, we suggest that you begin by asking for divine help, having a moment of silent meditation to focus, or using the grounding exercise at the end of this video. This can ensure that you are being guided and that your mind is clear. Now you can perform a baseline test to make sure that you are testable and able to get a clear yes and no answer. Do this anytime you get ready to use muscle testing. After you get a good baseline test, then you can begin asking other questions of your subconscious and doing healing work. A baseline test should always be done using a statement or question that you already know the answer to. I will outline how to get a good baseline test when we talk about the different types of testing. You may have to perform your baseline test a few times in order to get a clear answer, and that's okay. It's just like a warm-up period before you get going. If you're unable to get a satisfactory baseline test, you'll need to do some troubleshooting, which we will discuss later on. There are many different methods of muscle testing. We can test our own muscles, and there are methods under this umbrella that is known as self-testing. And when you do self-testing, you're testing the responses of your own muscles. We can also perform muscle testing on another person's body. And in this situation, we're testing the muscle response on their body. Let's talk a little bit about self-testing first. Self-testing can be used in any situation and is great for working on yourself or another person who needs help. Self-testing is also helpful when you want to help another person who is untestable, or if you are working alone as proxy or surrogate, and we'll talk about those methods later on. Self-testing can occasionally require a little extra practice because you are learning to both resist and apply pressure on your own body rather than just doing one or the other as you would when working with a partner. Keep in mind that not every method will work for you initially, and that's okay.
Let your mind go to emotional anxiety, emotions, anxiety. This is yes, no, no, yes, 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 no, 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 yes. Emotions, anxiety. Thank you. I think if you could just. Mm,
For me, it's going to be making sure every word is moving the listener towards feeling inspired and motivated to practice guitar and keep learning and to start a practice session. So how can we actually facilitate this transformation for guitar students? This is where the transformation catalyst comes in. The first step is going to be picking your primary transformation catalyst. So this is going to be the core practice of your meditation. Now, we already discussed the 9 different types of practices that you can use, which you'll find on this drop down here. So I selected visualization as the practice I'm going to be using. I am very familiar with this practice. I've practiced a lot with it. I know that it can help my students achieve their goal, and I'm excited about it. And then I added a little description of why I decided to go with visualization and the intention behind using this particular practice, so you can do the same thing as that as well. If you're feeling a little confused still about what practice to choose, not to worry, I have prepared a document for you, which is going to provide in-depth information on each transformation catalyst. Keeping the QER or your listener's goal in mind, you can simply click on this link here. It'll take you to this document here, which is the transformation catalyst document. And here you'll find documented all the 9 different types of practices that you can use in your meditation, and also some guiding questions to help you choose which one you want to use. So the 3 questions are, is this practice capable of facilitating the transformation my listener desires? Visualization in my case is an absolute yes. Am I excited about it? Yes, I am. Do I have experience listening to this practice or using it? I do. So all those 3 questions are a yes for me. And on the sidebar here, you can review each practice or the ones that you've been considering, learn more about them, view some examples, and just to make a decision on what practice is going to work best for you. There's also additional meditation practices here. Now, these are more for people who have experience with mantra meditation, gratitude meditation, people who have more experienced chakra meditation in these different modalities and practice. However, if that is, you're absolutely welcome to use these additional meditation practices as your transformation catalyst. I also included a list of alternative practices or modalities that you could possibly use as a transformation catalyst. This is going to be like breathwork, Reiki, hypnosis, journaling, different modalities that you can use as a transformation catalyst and guide your listener through. So if you have an alternative practice or you're familiar with one of these additional practices, you're totally welcome to use that as your transformation catalysts. Going back to the main worksheet here. So I decided to go with visualization. If you scroll down to the list, you can also select my own modality or add your own option if you're going with an alternative practice. And then I put a little description as to the general intention behind choosing this primary transformation catalyst. So with visualization, I want to remind them, what they're working towards when they practice every day. And I want to help them live that dream now. So by visualizing their desired outcome now in a visualization. And I want to bring in ease and make that journey and that embodiment as accessible as possible to them now. Sometimes it's easy to lose motivation if you're practicing day by day. And you lose sight of the picture of what you're working towards. So I want to help guitar students see that now. Now, the second step here is your supporting catalyst. You can include another meditation practice to supplement your complete meditation experience. It's very common for meditations to have multiple practices. Some might start with a body scan or body awareness and then move into the core practice of visualization. That's a very common combination. So if you feel like your listener could benefit from another meditation experience, you can absolutely add that here. I decided that because we're working with students who, if they're feeling unmotivated and want to quit, it's highly likely that they're feeling frustration, not good enough, wanting to quit, looking down on themselves, thinking that they're not good enough. And so I thought the practice of loving kindness would be a fantastic fit to supplement the visualization. So I want to bring in some forgiveness and compassion for the learning process. So you can see the approach I'm taking here. I'm analyzing the problem that my listeners is having and then seeing what practices are going to be the best fit to solve their problem. So you're just going to be doing the same thing. Then the third step here is to describe how your catalyst is going to help your listener achieve their dream outcome or quantifiable end result. So here, basically, you're just going to describe briefly how you're going to use these meditation practices or practice or your alternative modality like Reiki breathwork, how it's actually going to facilitate that transformation. And this is where the creative juices are going to start flowing, where this is like the beginnings of your script here. So here I just wrote a brief description of what I want to do with the visualization. I want to bring them through a visual and journey that reminds them of the feeling they're working towards, of being a great guitarist, how it feels to master the guitar, hear beautiful music coming from it, how it feels to share with friends, the freedom of expression. And then I want to bring in compassion for the learning process, acknowledging the frustration, the pain, comparison, the urge to quit, finding joy in the journey of learning, that it's a new day and that every day you get better and better, and how much of an accomplishment they've already had by starting to learn the guitar. And basically, I want to connect them with the dream outcome through visualization, process resistant emotions that come up, and we're going to be using loving kindness to do that. And then I'm also going to just share some words of wisdom at the end. So this is just a general overview of how your transformation catalyst, how you think it's going to help transform your listener and get to their goal. If you're really having trouble describing how the practice is going to help your listener get to their goal, I would recommend maybe picking a different practice that's going to help them get there. The practice you've chosen might not be the best fit. So again, this is where your creative juices are going to start flowing and where you're going to start to picture and put yourself in the shoes of your listener, and how the experience that you're beginning to craft is going to help them get to their goal. Congratulations. Once you've chosen your transformation catalyst, your supporting catalyst, and you have described how you're going to get them to your goal through that practice, then you are ready to move on to the next step. And I'll see you in the next video. Hello, meditation creator. In this lesson, I'm going to be walking you through choosing your meditation length and also helping you figure out how many words you can actually fit into your meditation once you've chosen your length. In the example of my meditation for guitar, in the differentiation statement, which we have up here, I said a 10-minute morning routine, motivation practice. So I already decided on my meditation length. If you're undecided on your meditation length, you put yourself in your listener's shoes and think, how much time do I need with my listener in order to really get them the transformation that they need? And it's going to totally depend on the context of the problem you're solving. In this particular context, people in the morning usually don't have that much time. And if they're already feeling frustrated with learning guitar, they're not going to want to spend an hour in meditation feeling motivated to learn guitar. So I think 10 minutes is a really good length. But if you have a full body healing meditation, and visualizing healing of the body, for example, then you might need like half an hour, an hour. It's totally going to depend on your unique situation. So use your discernment and intuition in how long your meditation would be, how long you need with your listener. So once you've, put in how long your meditation is going to be, then how do you know how many words you can actually fit into your script, right? You can be typing away in your script and then you're like, oh no, I'm 1,000 words over. Or, oh no, I don't have enough words to fill the time. Well, I've prepared a resource for that. So if you click help here, meditation length calculator, we're just going to jump here. And here, while you're writing your script, you can use this tool to calculate how long your script is going to be based on the word count right here, total number of words, and the amount of pauses that you include in your script. So if you write in any pauses, like pause 5 seconds, for example. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically copy paste your script into a word count.